Welcome back to Summer League 2025 Gold Bracket Winners Quarterfinals between Ninten and MegaSlim. I am one of your commentators, Crazy Comics. I'm joined by
Balkan.
Yeah. So this is the first of our quarterfinals that we've got for winners. Yeah, sure to be an excellent match. I mean, we just had Nail Biter here the match before, so yeah, we're gonna have another one here relatively soon.
Just beat out Adam, and that closes out the first round of the gold bracket. So this will be the start of the, as you said, the quarterfinals, and the start of the lower bracket, the redemption bracket as well, going forward.
Heck yeah. So we are about to get started. Looking at our objectives, we're looking at quite a few first visit objectives.
A lot of humanoid nobody bosses on this list.
Yeah.
2 datas, 2 ASs, 4 organization members. And then
the toughest boss is that mouse, yeah.
Yeah, the rat. That's
the rat.
Intimidating.
Yeah, especially if it's royalty. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And looking at our starting world unlocks, we've got a Sword of the Ancestor. We've got Agrabah access. We've got 2 ice creams. We got Weight of the Dawn. So that unlocks 3 fights right there.
Yeah, that's a good amount of stuff we already have.
Yeah.
MegaSlim starting with Agrabah. What else do we got? We got, the STT, LOD. So we got the standard probably. Yeah, this is probably the biggest amount of shotgun you're going to have as an Agrabah with what we start with.
Absolutely. We saw Ninten duck into the first 3 of 100 Acre. Didn't find anything of important check use. And in this first room of Agrabah, we found ourselves a final form over on MegaSlim's side. Ninten following closely behind.
I personally don't like finding more high jump. Eventually, especially if some like Luxord or any organization fight on the card where I like to do like jump attacks, please put the high jumps away.
Oh yeah, 100%.
MegaSlim gets an explosion outside of the walls. And a visit lock right here. What is it? We got a scimitar. Another one.
Another one.
No Lexaeus, no Jafar. So objective-wise, that's not going to do anything. I don't see them wanting to push for anything that might be behind that second scimitar.
Right, unless something reveals itself in the hints later on.
Yeah. There's a visit lock there. It might be required, but very likely not going to be. But then again, this is a league seed. So I might have just said a humongous lie. It's probably going to be required.
Yeah. I mean, I made it required the other night. One of our races.
Commentary?
I cursed to go to Agrabah too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the runners had to. It was fun.
I'll do it this seed, so you're not liable. They're going to Agrabah too, folks. There's no in around it.
Heck yeah. Love to see it. So finishing out Agrabah, the final form and the other scimitar were the only 2 things in there important check-wise up until Abu. We got Slim checking the first 4 here of the World That Never Was. We also, in our starting kit, got Comet on Donald. So could be a good tool to use to possibly level here, since we don't have really good starting worlds for leveling per se. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, because you're bound to get a visit lock if you head into TT after this. Maybe something that might be a little better. I don't see us going to SCT immediately or wanting to. That could be it's an objective. It could be a unique play. But just not
we do
as
have
likely.
SCT.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
So that's immediate Axle 2 access if they wanted it.
Right. Yeah.
So we have access to 5 objectives. The 3 in the Golden Intervals already, because they did start with the Way of the Dawn, which is why they had to go back the long way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 1 in TT, 1 in SCT.
Yeah. And honestly, if we don't find many world unlocks here in this first visit and everything like that, we might just see them climb tower. I mean, considering we just found a second magnet.
Yeah, that's pretty comfy. We already got some amazing ground control.
Yeah. Magnet and explosion? Like, come on.
Wow, yeah, that's I kind of don't want to find another magnet. Not for a while, at least.
Yeah. Free seed. It's so free.
Well, we all, if you're an experienced rando player, you know the upfront seeds are the ones that, like, they kind of hurt more at the very end because they're just more dry.
Right.
The longer they go, the more you kind of feel it.
Yeah. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, this is being too nice. When's the other monkey paw gonna curl?
And in Kingdom Hearts, they're pretty big shoes, so it's the other shoe to drop is a little more scary.
Or some big ass shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but we're heading up to the station for MegaSlim. I wanted to say that slow enough, just in case he went towards the went towards the save. Going into final form, we're gonna get up to 3, hit our hit count and everything like that. So we're gonna focus in on that. Also get our first levels, yeah. We really haven't gotten any levels yet for both of our runners.
About a magic, stat increases, item slot on final levels, no sea sword. That's their no, that's their first one. I
what?
But that's
What'd
another first. I was gonna say that was their second one. It was their first one.
Okay.
Bone Fist. There's Oogie Boogie access. So that's another shotgun where you can get some good levels, a good amount of checks. Along with the OC, the Grandpa Sword, as I like to call it. Thorn's an old man. That's 7 checks you can get without doing too much.
All right, so we're heading up to tower for Slim. We saw on the little display that Ninten was checking the Keyblades and everything like that. It's a bit too small for me. I couldn't quite tell if we got any good abilities and everything like that. But yeah.
More Keyblades. All right.
Oh, here we go.
Finishing plus. Nothing crazy. Nothing as crazy as you comics.
Oh, well, you're just saying that. All right, so we're going into we're climbing tower. We'll see if Ninten follows suit. Yeah, so this should be the first of our objectives for our runners. So out of between OC and HT, where do you think we would push first?
Halloween Town is the one I like. It's just a bit more experience along the way. You get 2 free ethers from Jack. You kind of want to. It's one of those worlds you death abuse at the start to. The longer you wait on that, well, honestly, with White Knights, they hurt so much, even at a later level with good defense. They do a lot of hits, which is what's nice about them. So even then, that doesn't matter too much how early you go in for that. But still, I just like Halloween Town. OC, if they had Glide 2, I would say OC would be good. They're gonna go in regardless of that. I think just the order would be Halloween Town first.
Right. Well, and technically they do have Glide 2 on final. So if you want to pop final and use it for movement. Slim picking up the first objective. Also picking up Peter Pan at the top of tower. So. Yeah. And is going to pop final going into OC.
Right, using the final to glide down very quick. Very good use of glide level 2. We get a magic, it's Cure.
Yo?
It's frustrating to see that as one of the first magics because you gotta waste your time to customize it off.
Mm. Yeah, 100%. Also, second chance. Love to see it.
Yeah. Another ability chest over there.
Let's see what we got.
Once more? No. Okay.
No. Literally no. Experience even. All right. We got both runners going into Halloween Town right at the same time.
I want a mod that changes experience boost to no, comma, experience. So it's like implying it's giving you more experience.
Let's go. That'd be so good. No, you change experience boost to that.
Yeah.
Change it to no, comma, experience.
Yeah, that's what I said. Maybe. I don't know.
Either way, Dan will get on it.
Visit log from Ninten. It's going to be on identity disc.
Okay.
We have AS Larkstein down the line. We'll need 2 of those to get there. But that's like comforting to know. If you need to go level grind, you have screens. It's probably we have 2 magnets, but we probably want Stitch before we even consider that. There's once more.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Along with the torn page, no objectives in 100 Acre today.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 3 free checks. We might go check those.
Yeah. Depending on how useful they are, we might consider saving Piglet. Yeah. That's usually the factor on whether or not I push it. It's were you useful to me today?
Yeah.
What do you think this magic is?
I don't know, but we got a magic and a world unlock in this area. Yo, another cure. Let's go.
All right, cool.
All that for a cure. Love to see it.
MegaSlim making really good use of final. They just pick these guys up and throw them around.
Am I seeing a 29 with final form in magic?
A lot of their early stats were magic increases.
Wow, how about that?
Membership card, but we have no Hall of Bastion objectives. That's still a very easier first visit you can do. Especially if you have Magnera, you can clean up Bailey very quickly. Even if it's not an objective. That is a quick progression point. And Ninten heading in immediately.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, MegaSlim gonna shotgun Space Paranoids.
Always love to see it. Ninten going ahead and marking off the objectives right now.
He's got a way of... He's got his own system where he'll... I don't know what it is. But based off like how many objectives or how deep something is, he'll mark a proof there.
Or maybe he's just putting the proofs on the worlds that have objectives that he needs to go to.
Yeah, it's weird that he does like... He might just be mashing, and then just lands on like, whatever one it was, but yeah.
We got our first set of hints from our runners. So Space Paranoids just has a Torn page in it. Beast Castle has a Proud Fang and Wisdom form, and LOD just has a Skill and Crossbones.
Okay, that Skill and Crossbones will lead to Minute Fight if they go over there. We also have Data Luxord and Port Royal. You'll need 2 of those to get there, though. You'll need Skills and Crossbones. Good.
Both even, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and also we could use the Proud Fang to go and talk to Simba, get another free objective.
It's weird that Sora just kind of like... I guess the Donald magic does it for him, but Sora can just speak cat going into Pride Lands. Like, I don't think he talks to Simba in KH1. It's just a cat he's summoning.
Simba! There.
That's I mean, that's talking to him, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's like talking to him like you talk to a cat.
Right.
Whatever.
I mean, what if Donald uses magic to give those... No, even funnier than that. Like giving those buttons that you see, like people give their pets to like push the buttons to speak.
Oh,
So
like
Sora's just walking around with the buttons and just hitting them.
I did see there was a horizontal slash in PR in the first 3 chests. That's pretty nice.
Love to see it.
But okay, yeah, so they already did have a Port Royal sword, is what that means. Unless that wasn't in the first 3 of LOD.
That was in Hall of Bastion.
Okay, so then... Okay, so they have access to that.
Yeah, and we're trading places. Yeah, so Slim is going into Hall of Bastion. Ninten's going into Space Paranoids. I was about to say Port Paranoids. All right, we got ourselves a fire. Pairs real nicely with that final form. So yeah, now that we're starting to branch out, starting to get more world unlocks and everything like that, where would you think about pushing? What?
I still don't have what I want for STT, and I still don't want to do STT. Port Royal, I have no magic. Slim's going in for it though.
Oh.
At least up until like before minute fight. Oh, you have fire. You can go to final fire to clear out not the village fight, the town fight pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Clear out the villagers.
That's
yep.
Good. It's technically it could be a village. It's just
yeah.
It depends on
the village people. Yeah.
I don't know how it's determined actually.
I think it's depending on the country of origin. Because if you think about it, in Beauty and the Beast, it's a quiet village, but it's in France. And then Port Royal is the town of Port Royal, and it's British. I'm just coming up with stuff.
Yeah,
like I'm not.
I think you're making stuff up again.
I'm making
level 14.
Hey, there you go. Love to see it. Oh, hey, there's your Stitch. All right.
Okay. SP, something I might consider another glide.
Another glide. Love to see it. So if we had an experience boost, that would be like goated screens usage, especially since we have SCOM already.
Yeah, you have a bit of a safety net to work with that. Making good use of Magnet Explosion. Ninten's gunning for Prison Keeper. We do have... Was that Flare Force I just saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the staff, and I guarantee both of them have it.
Okay.
I can't tell you where they got it, but I guarantee they both got it. Nice blizzard. In the shop for 200 or 400 is what the voice in my head said.
Wow, how'd you figure that out? You're so smart, comics. Oh my god.
Talking out my butt again.
There was a blizzard in Port Royal, so that's like incredibly convenient timing for a minute fight.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ninten is gunning for that Oogie Boogie objective. So, yeah. We go through these fights in Port Royal. Or actually, I think it's just this fight, right?
Yeah, you just need to do minute fights. You might want to come back. Well, their magic's pretty good to just obliterate the next couple of fights. If they want maybe progression points, if they want a bit more XP, anything along those lines.
See if they can get an experience boost, yeah.
Yeah, push for more checks. What is the worst objective to go for? Anything STT related. Not because it's a bad play, it's just I just don't like looking at it.
Yeah, it's just STT.
But it's all, it's a preference depending on the racer.
And
Ninten
plus,
has to update their panacea to fix Oogie Boogie's face.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, I wouldn't say there are many bad objectives. I mean, there's tough objectives and everything like that, but I think it's just like a matter of convenience, distance, and everything like that most of the time.
Yeah, we
Especially,
got a good amount of like crossover with these objectives. A lot. We got like 3 2s, DCPR, HT, and then 3 in the world that never was. Everything else is a 1. Slim is pushing deeper into Port Royal, which makes sense to me completely.
And is also stocking up on ethers.
I completely forgot that Data Luxor was back here. So yeah, this makes absolute sense.
Oh yeah. Keeping this available if need be. So that is the other thing, like with these settings and everything like that, is being like, oh, I'm probably going to go for these objectives. And then the game just not quite giving you what you need to make that efficient enough. So kind of keeping your avenues open of like, this is a fallback objective, like if need be and everything like that.
Jesus makes a good point. You could do Data Luxor to get also the Luxor objective. The thing is, though, Sykes is on the card, and that is after normal Luxor, so you might end up pushing that anyway. But if for some reason you only have to do Roxas and nothing else in the world that never was because you get other options, you might do that instead. So that is an interesting idea.
Very interesting. Very big brain. We love that.
Yeah. We kind of need those to play Rando. Well, yeah. I don't, but that's why I'm not here playing. I'm commentating.
Yeah. All right. And I think we're just piecing out before Barbosa on MegaSlim's side.
Makes sense to me. Some you want, like Blizzard's good for that, but Blizzard's usually combined with a lot of physical combos, which strength isn't that great this seed, as we can see.
Yeah.
Slim heading back into the world never was. They might just be quick running Roxas. It is an objective. This will give them progression points. Those will give them time to think and plan their route. Did we? It's possible they had double negative combo and I wasn't paying attention too.
I don't believe so.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, and with our stats the way they are, plus like the tools that we have, yeah, I think we're just going for a quick run on this one.
Meanwhile, Ninten making his way deeper into PR. Gonna start their minute fight. Probably very relieved to find that Blizzard just sitting right there.
Yeah. Love to see it. I believe we got another set of hints. So on levels, we have Torn Pages and the other Sword of the Ancestor. And then Disney Castle is just dead. There is nothing there except for our objective.
Yeah, we have Mini Escort and Marusha there. Yeah.
So honestly, if we got a Royal Summons, just go push the mouse, boom. There you go, free objective.
Meanwhile, MegaSlim pushing Roxas. This is kind of like Mini Escort, but with just not a...
More violence.
Yeah, more very... I mean, if I had the option to do this, the Mini, I would.
Yeah.
If she didn't have a health bar I had to worry about, absolutely.
Yeah, you can do this to Minnie, but it fills up her health bar.
Also, she doesn't have any Keyblades for me to take, I guess.
Yo, KH4 Minnie gets her Keyblade.
I'm surprised she doesn't have it yet, to be honest.
True.
Daisy didn't show up with a Keyblade at the end of the Keyblade graveyard. It's back up with Yen Sid.
I mean, Minnie doesn't even have a throne, if you really think about it. Anyway. Oh.
Ooh, Ninten.
That's fun.
STT.
Well, he would like to have limit form for that. You know where it is? On Roxas.
Okay. That's very unfortunate. That's a very big payout for MegaSlim. So he might likely be going to SCT soon. So you have the tool that's outside of training limit, it's not really going to get faster. So you might as well go
Right.
do it for the progression points, for the objective, for the checks, the unknown checks in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the third magnet.
Oh, wow.
Ruining your magnet explosion technique.
Mm. Yeah. Before we even start to level, man, there's the Sword of the Ancestor.
All right. Second one. That's Data
Second
Zigbar
one.
access.
Yeah. That is one of our objectives. Muy interesante.
MegaSlim, he's going for, he's got final form, he's got horizontal slash.
He's got duck flare. He's got
he's going charge. In. Yeah, he has the tools.
You know?
It's spooky.
He has the tools.
Chance and once more.
Yeah, he has the tools. He has the talent. Let's do it. Excellent. We got, so Ninten going to be going through STT. Still haven't got a hint for that. So we don't know what's on the way to Axel 2. So
this might be like one of the weirdest split in pushes and combined with the type of worlds I've like seen in the STT, like the tutorial, and then like one of the hardest bosses, Zigbar, right next to that, 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
After they've kind of like overlapped for the first 20 minutes. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Going into limit.
Get his MP back, good iframes, good reflecting of his bullets with that drive explosion. Very
excellent
clean
job.
Zigbar with what you have at this early into a scene.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and the good thing is using limit form there, we can go out here, do a few fires, do a summon, and then get our drive back.
Yeah. I believe he accidentally used that cure.
Yeah.
We gotta get that off our menu as quick as possible. I hate finding it. Ice cream for Roxas and SCD. That's access to TT3, which no objectives. There could be visit logs there required.
100%. Yeah. Excellent. And there's our torn pages, and that's all on levels. So no other magics or anything like that. So, and Ninten going into Twilight Thorn.
MegaSlim gonna level final one more time. Oh, probably level that and get some more stats. Their magic stat is like it's getting crazier and crazier.
It is really cracked.
Alright, let's see another magic increase. Oh, strength, boo.
Nice strength.
Ninten with the kind of the any percent strats. Very good use of the timing for. I will never understand the timing for dodging these stupid vines.
Oh yeah.
And then he got a level off a creeper. I don't think I've ever seen that in Rando in this arena.
Yeah, because like early game enemy doesn't give that much experience.
It's 4 XP, dude.
Yeah, like it's almost like getting a form level on a boss. Like,
yeah.
Oh, didn't quite expect that. Yeah. So MegaSlim following suit, a few days behind Ninten. Yeah. We got Ninten it's vacation days.
Lore game days.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's to clarify.
Like I understood, but I was like, that sounds weird. I like that. That's funny.
Sounds rude. It's like, nah. We're talking day 1 of Roxas' vacation versus day 3, 4?
Would you really call this a
4.
vacation, though? You gotta do summer homework. You're fighting this little wizard guy. I guess this is a vacation. You could call it that.
I've always been curious about like the Final Fantasy worlds. It's like, okay, yeah, so you got like some of these characters, and then like you've got like the the wings, the gull wings. It's
Yeah.
we've got
three little
normal
figures.
humans and then fairies.
Yeah.
And then here in Twilight Town, it's like, oh, we got some normal humans, and then Vivi, who's like a black mage, just
Yeah.
chilling over here.
It's very strange.
Well, then regular humans, and then a wizard Merlin just chilling in Radiant Garden too. So, all right, so we got some 100 Acre Wood characters taking over the organization on Ninten's side.
So that's Kanga 1 down. Kanga 2 is the objective, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and on Slim's side, we're seeing getting some limit experience.
Ninten doing any percent stress. Sometimes it's faster to lose to Setzer depending on your level on Rando. Setzer not cooperating. Wow, that didn't hit. Wow, that didn't hit either. Oh my goodness.
Setzer using dodge slash over here.
Oh my goodness.
An upper slash.
That's so unfortunate. Oh, he's got second chance and once more too.
Yeah.
Not something you're accustomed to when doing any percent. It is having those abilities. Upper slash on limit 3. How often do you use upper slash in Rando?
In Rando, not at all. In the game, not at all.
I think my good friend Key of the Twilight One, he uses upper slash a lot. And he talks about how good it is. I'm like, that sounds fun. And then I just never equip it. It costs, doesn't it cost like 5 AP?
3.
Is it 3?
3 or 4.
Maybe it was 5 in 2E, and I'm misremembering. Yeah. Battlefields Award, the second one in SCT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, we got a few more hints here. So, in Hall of Bastion remaining, we have a Beast Claw and a Torn Page. And then on drives, we have the other Way to the Dawn and the other Space Paranoids access.
Okay, that other Space Paranoids access will lead to Larxene. And then the Beast Claw and Hall of Bastion can lead to Thresholder, which is an objective as well.
Yeah. So
we still have like no info on these Royal Summons, though.
True, yeah. Well, and it's also interesting because just seeing like the Space Paranoids access on drives kind of moves up that wisdom form in Beast Castle a little bit. Just to give us more access to that, more chances at it. Plus, like the little bit of a chain going that we go get that Beast Claw, get the Proud Fang and the Wisdom form to possibly get more stuff, to get more objectives, everything like that. So everything's coming together. All right, so MegaSlim finishing up the struggle fights here after Setzer. Meanwhile, Ninten heading into the final day.
Dawn of the final day.
Dawn of the final day.
Only like 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah. Big old moon's gonna crash into the computer. The dawn of the final day, someone just turns off the computer.
The magnets arriving towards the hard drive. Oh
man. Yeah. But yeah, so on Ninten's side here in STT, not only did we find that ice cream, but we also found the Battlefields of War. We found another blizzard. We are finishing up our trek, so we'll see if there's anything in these last few checks.
Aerial dodge. We had aerial spiral in a previous chest. I kind of love aerial spiral.
Aerial spiral's goated. It's really good. But yeah, so getting some nice stuff here in STT, as well as this objective coming up for Ninten.
I wish I could do aerial spiral in real life. You know what I mean? Not to like fight anything, but just to confuse people on the street.
Mm-hmm.
What is that guy doing over there? What's happening to that guy?
You're just walking down the street and then all of a sudden flip. Just keep walking.
Yeah.
You just spam multiple ones in a row.
Me just berserk whoring down the street? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Ninten's completion mark from Kanga 2.
Excellent. Love to see it. All right. Anything in this last chest?
Nah.
No?
Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. It's a Slayer.
Slayer. Oh, I love Slayer.
Slayer's pretty cool.
Slayer's cool. Goated band.
Probably one of my favorite Guitar Hero songs I've played.
Heck yeah. All right, so we're heading into Twilight Town 2 for Ninten. Just couldn't get enough of STT. Had to go back into Twilight Town.
Yeah, you got Final Fire. Your magic's kind of stacked. You got the Final Magnet. This is good XP. This is progression points. Final experience. Although this is their only form. Still, don't have that. Limit form's not hinted, so they don't know to go get that off of Roxas.
But we do have some more stuff hinted, including our first look at a Royal Summons that is hiding in Port Royal, along with Master Form. We have... Oh, what? I'm having trouble with the moving background. It's distracting me on Ninten's side.
I'm having trouble seeing because of like all the proofs marked everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a Bone Fist in Agrabah.
A form, Valor for Ninten and TT3.
Oh, heck yeah. So another chance at that, yeah.
Yeah, they can level Final a bit further. Yeah, as you're probably going to say, a chance to get to that SP2 identity. It's the second.
Love it. Okay, and we got MegaSlim fighting Axel. So, a bit of a different fight from what we saw on Ninten's side.
Visually, at least, yeah.
Visually, yeah. That's what I was going for. All right, and Ninten going into LOD.
We've had Magnet level 2 since, like, basically the start of the seed. So yeah, this is something you can prep for Data Zigbar down the line. I don't think he has his second sword. Yeah, the second sword was on levels. But he knows he has the hint for levels, so he knows he's going to be there. He's going to get that eventually if he levels. Well, he doesn't know how, you know, sometimes, like, if it's past level 40 in these seeds, you might not get it. So it's not a guarantee.
Well, and also, LOD has the other skill and crossbones as well. So prepping for Data Luxord and the Royal Summons and the Master Form, like, so.
MegaSlim taking on Prison Keeper. Gonna catch up on that Oogie objective.
Yeah, both our runners sitting with 4 objectives done each.
Aerial Dive on Valor 2. Another ability I want in real life to confuse people with.
I think I mentioned this a while back on one of my commentaries, but yeah, like in KH, it's like the Keyblade is like pulling Sora towards the
yes
towards towards them. So it's like the first game he doesn't know what the heck's going on and is just letting this key go, and then the second one is like him being able to work with it. So he's like, all right, let's just fling ourselves through the air to this to this flying Heartless. So there you go. Yeah, Prison Keeper down on MegaSlim's side, going towards Oogie Boogie. And Ninten coming to the end of his second mission or third?
This will be his third. I think he already did the first. I don't know.
I'm not sure about the first. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first and the second, look-wise, kind of blend together for me. Just because you're both at the checkpoint and has similar Heartless. So
it's one of those things where if you don't know what's in LOD, sometimes people will do like the third one first to get the check, and then they'll do the second one.
Right.
And then the first one to get like the 2 chests or whatever.
Yeah.
But since we know we're going to be doing this anyway, yeah, it just makes sense to do all 3 in a row.
Yeah. So we got ourselves negative combo on the mountain climb for Ninten. Also got our skill and crossbones. There's still more here, important check wise, but not like world unlock wise. So could be some magic, could be summons, everything like that. So
for those that don't know, with this hint system, the only things that are hinted are torn pages, forms, and visit logs. All other things, you can technically tell if something's in a world if it's still a green number next to the world. It's just not going to be one of those things that give you access to more checks.
Right. Also, to answer the question, is LOD good for leveling Valor? It is. I look at Valor and Limit as like your most versatile forms to level, because you can really go to any worlds and level those. Just because Valor's hits and Limit is just doing the limits. But yeah, LOD is pretty good. The only big downfall for LOD, in my opinion, is the shadows can kind of get in the way and just go into the floor, and you kind of got to wait for them.
Yeah,
that's really the only drawback. But yeah, it's pretty good, especially since you have Ping in the party, and Ping keeps you from doing forms that are requiring 2 party members, so Final and Master. But you can still do Valor, Wisdom, Limit just fine. But, yeah.
Ninten did get their Sword of the Ancestor on the boat fight.
Excellent.
They do have access to Data Zigbar themselves, and they're pushing this Data Luxord. MegaSlim does not have access to the second visit to Port Royal. Barbosa doesn't. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, they didn't get the Royal Summons or Master Form off of that, so.
We do get the next set of hints on MegaSlim's side. Actually, on both their sides. But as well as the next set of hints. So Twilight Town has Valor, which we already knew, but also has the other Royal Summons. So we might be seeing. Yeah, so that's our Marluxia access. Might be seeing MegaSlim go and get that. We got the hint for STT. It's dead. We kind of already knew that. And then for OC.
Halloween Town, maybe? Oh, OC.
OC, no world unlocks. It is just other important checks that aren't world unlocks. So like that cure in that second chain.
Yeah, so we're not going to have to worry about that at all. I was going to say, the only reason we need to go there is if Agrabah 2... that second Bone Fist, I don't see it being required. I don't think you need to hunt for a Thunder anywhere.
Yeah. I would agree. But all right, we got Ninten going into the second visit of Port Royal. We'll be working the way to Luxord, but also towards that Royal Summons and that Master Form.
What do you think this second membership card is? Because that leads to a Beast Claw, which then leads to a Proud Fang, and we don't have the second Proud Fang or Beast Claw hinted yet.
I think just because I'm thinking of the cruel options and everything like that, I'm going to say it's in Pride Lands. So you have to follow specifically, okay, go here to get the membership card, go here to get, and then like you have to get the other Beast Claw in order to unlock Beast Castle to get into Pride Lands to go back to. So just creating this monstrous chain.
Yeah.
Also, the Royal Summons in Twilight Town was on the Mansion fight. So MegaSlim has our first Royal Summons of the scene.
Well, meanwhile, Ninten got the Royal Summons a couple seconds before in Port Royal.
Well,
on his side.
That's just goated.
Reflect, TT, there's TT3, that's our first one. Ninten did not go to the mansion, so they unfortunately do not have that. And I was going to say earlier, I think the membership card is just at Kanga's house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because the only options for the other membership card are Pride Lands, 100 Acre, and The World Never Was. Because those are the only things unhinted currently.
Yes.
So, all right, but...
We know there are no important checks in DC, but there could be a cool ability. Finishing lead, maybe? A gap closer? No? Okay. Bottle Master could be good. If you need forms appear to be important. What's with the identity disc?
Yeah, I agree with that. We got Slim pushing the mouse, and we got Ninten getting up to GR2 and piecing out. Master Form has not shown itself, and Master Form is a very good form to fight fight GR2 with.
Yeah, you definitely want that. That's mean. You could always use Final Thunder as an alternative, maybe. But the issue is you need a Thunder to do that. Which is why I think he's probably dipping from GR2. It's like I'd rather come back when it's more optimal with a Thunder. Is probably what's going through their head.
Right. But we are seeing both of them going to push the mouse, get this free objective, before moving on to their next thing.
MegaSlim making good use of these magnets to, instead of using the RC and wasting time, just kill everything.
Yeah. Just create a miniature black hole and just suck everything in.
Yeah. I mean, why can't Minnie just do that herself?
Yeah. When I say miniature black hole, it's pretty big at this point.
Yeah, it's currently Black Holga.
Yeah. All right. We got our completion mark from MegaSlim. Ninten will follow shortly. All right, so where are we pushing next?
Back to the World Never Was. You have a Reflect for Luxord, for Syax.
You knew? Getting some good use out of those Reflects. Yeah. Yeah, just kind of taking a look at what hasn't been hinted yet. The other Beast Claw, the other Proud Fang, and the other membership card. So all worlds that we kind of want to go to at this point, just based on our objectives and what we know we need. So I think that's also kind of a good reason to be pushing this, because with it being one of our 3 unhinted worlds still, good chance it could have one of our world unlocks.
Yeah, MegaSlim really styling on Luxord here. A lot of cool little combos.
Heck yeah. Alright, we got Ninten doing Bailey.
Driving me crazy. I still see that cure on the customized menu. I would have lost my mind by now of taking it off.
Well, and Slim did customize to put reflect on. So
I was looking at Ninten's. I don't know if Slim still has this. Maybe he does.
All right, but there's a completion mark for MegaSlim for Luxord. And Ninten gonna be heading into doesn't look like it, but is gonna be heading into the world that never was. MegaSlim picking up the Beast Claw and getting the hint that there is a membership card here too. 100 Acres dead, and the other Proud Fang is in Pride Lands. So
okay. Well, we don't need that second one, at least. So we know we have to go to BC to get into Pride Lands. Hopefully, so that's maybe before Thresholder. Well, yeah, I was going to say we don't need that membership card anymore for that Beast Claw, since we just got one here. It's pretty cool.
Right. MegaSlim just spamming Duck Flare at Syx.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Yeah. Sometimes Syx can just be a jerk. Meanwhile, we got Ninten taking on Roxas. Looks like legitimately.
If you think about it, if Syx went into Berserk mode and he didn't throw his claymores at you and he just used his fists, he'd kind of be unstoppable. The only reason we can stop him is because he just keeps giving us claymores. You think he'd learn?
Yeah. Just keep giving us ammo, dude.
MegaSlim, where are we going? We're going to Beast Castle? Going in. We could level Valor here at the very start if we wanted. Do they? Yeah, they got the Valor in TT3.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Ooh. It's a very... it's a spooky Roxas fight going on here.
It is very scary, and something that I realized watching, Ninten doesn't have the reflect yet.
Yup, that reflect was in the mansion.
Yeah.
And although they do have TT3 hinted to maybe go back and get the Royal Summons if they want to push Marluxia, that is a deeper push for a DC that's dead, no important checks in it. So it might not be in the forefront of their mind right now. Oh no, not the Beyblades. Okay.
Right.
Stupid nose speaking out of Roxas. A good dodge roll.
Love to see it.
Gets his MP back.
This is one heck of a fight.
So that's Rue. Because Axel's Kanga. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
because
Rue gets his Keyblades back. Ruxus,
that makes sense. Because Axel is Roxas' mom. That makes sense. Yeah.
He's basically a babysitter, his role in the organization.
True. Yeah. But Ninten, excellent fight against Roxas.
Yeah, first
rolling
try.
with the punch. Yeah, rolling with the punches. First try. Love to see it. Getting the limit for him. Meanwhile, MegaSlim, going through Beast Castle, has found Wisdom and a Thunder. And nice second phase skip by just using that the finisher to bypass the threshold of the second phase. Yeah, the thresholder. Yeah. Oh, another magic.
Is this Thunder?
No, it's the last cure.
Yeah. I'd really like it if just all 3 Thunders were here, please.
Just Zeus Castle. Love to see it. So we're going to continue on. We're going to get that Proud Fang. Yeah, so...
Yeah, currently, let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, MegaSlim has 9 out of their 12 objectives done. Let's see. They have both LOD swords. They have access to Data Zigbar if they want. What else we got? Don't have Lark Scene. We can do Data Luxord on their end. Oh no, they haven't gone into LOD. Well, if they push for Data Zigbar though, they can get access to that very easily.
Right.
And then doing Simba, if you get the Proud Fang here, that would be their go mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if along the way we get ourselves we're leveling forms and get the other identity disc, there's our Larkseen access. So. Right, Ninten fighting Zigbar. Going. I'm getting motion sickness.
The spinning around the Zigbar's arena.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with his party members dead, can't utilize this Flare Force, reviving Donald to get this Duck Flare back.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Does Ninten not realize they have horizontal slash, or they not equip it?
I'm not sure, but I think we've got.
It's in the first 3 chests of Zigbar. Yeah, he's got the action loop going, so it doesn't matter too much. And while MegaSlim's still pushing for this Proud Fang, hopefully it's not the second visit, because then you have to go to HP 2. Which you would need to get the second Way to the Dawn to get to the second membership card in the world that never was. Oh, there it is! Okay.
There it is. Nice.
It's our first step into Prime Lands.
Also, excellent job by Ninten.
Very quick little magnet to fire to finish that fight off. I'm so used to watching that at the start of every scene.
Right.
That scene that like threw me for a loop is like, whoa.
We're not going for the RC. Oh, they're just dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, he's just gunning for it. Yeah, you know there's nothing of value here. The only thing you'd want to find are gap closers at this point, I think. Or Combo Master. Well, Combo Master might be on a Keyblade and I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Ninten thinking. Looks like he's going to do some leveling of final form and his overall levels. Right. Where do you think this identity disc is? What form? Hey, nice
I'm gonna say
experience.
Wisdom 6.
Wisdom 6. Okay. I'm gonna say Master 3.
Okay. And by me saying Wisdom 6, we can just assume I'm right when they never find it, because they're probably not going to get Wisdom form at this point. Wait, they have Wisdom form. Ignore
They have
me.
Wisdom form.
No. He's not going to use it. Don't worry. He's never going to use it. He has no reason to.
Never gonna get.
Well, he might use an LOD. He's going to Agrabah.
Oh.
Bone Fist.
Going
That
for the
makes
Bone
sense.
Fist. Yeah.
Okay, you have both scimitars. You have your magics.
Mhm.
So you have full access to this. Oogie's done. Kids take... You just dance on them, and they just die. So that works.
Yeah. So nice reflect on Wisdom 2. All right. So Wisdom looking like the form.
Okay.
Okay.
No, stop leveling Wisdom. I'm gonna look like a fraud.
Yo, let's go.
Okay, MegaSlim also still does have that Kuraga on. These two are just gamers that can deal with it when I can't.
They are just gamers. They are so... Yeah, they're doing so well. And plus, both of them, this whole seed, deathless. It's...
Yeah.
insane. Love to see it. All right.
There it is, the Bone Fist.
The Bone Fist.
We'll need to go to the World That Never Was to update your story flags.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Go to the World That Never Was.
Yeah. Yeah, because unless you get a cutscene, you're not going to be able to go straight into where you get world unlocks.
Yeah. When I'm playing a seed, I never remember. When I'm watching someone else play it, I remember every time.
Oh, yeah. All right, so Ninten beating up Rabbit.
Yeah, base Rabbit down. Data Rabbit soon to follow, possibly.
Yeah.
Once Ninten gets their Thunder, they might head back for GR2.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Eeyore is going into Berserker mode.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Time to die. I don't know.
Moon shine down. I call on the moon's pale light. That's KH2.
I'm sure there's a... Well, DA I don't think is modded KH2, so probably not.
Yeah.
MegaSlim, first step into LOD.
Fools. I'm just gonna do all of it.
Be gone.
Be gone. I misjudged you.
Charged on Wisdom 4.
I'm trying to remember, what does he say before he like charges at you?
Oh, unfortunately, he's berserking again. Can you scream? Yeah, thank you. Wisdom 5? We're getting close to Wisdom 6. I don't like that. No.
The heart.
Oh, no, it's going to
have
happen.
a heart.
It's going to have it, watch. It's going to have the identity disc.
You ready? Here it comes. Here it comes. No exit. That was it. Thanks, Bob. All right. Now that I've had my fun, let's go to Beast Castle on Nintendo.
We're not going to see him again today. It's fine. He can't get to us anymore.
No.
Ninten probably going to pop into Valor. Yeah.
Some power levels.
Alright, what if you do MegaSlim? Do not go into Wisdom form.
Go into
Honestly,
wisdom
you
form?
don't. You kind of don't want to do it here. It's gonna be a little slower. You're go moding. He's probably gonna check for a other sword. Or I guess he might just gun it for Data Zigbar. He's gonna go check anyway because, yeah, if this is PR2, he has access to that a little sooner. Although LOD2 is a little short. We'll see what he does.
Yeah.
Because you still got like a full minute fight you have to do here before even Sean you.
True.
Yeah, he's heading for Data Elixir. He's thinking. I'm thinking too. I don't blame him.
Nah.
Update your story flags. Wait, I think it did. Never mind. I lied. Sorry.
He did. There was a cutscene.
Yeah, my bad. So I lied earlier. Even when I'm commentating, I still don't. I still don't do it right. Ninten gets their first thunder.
Alright, you got wisdom form.
Just gonna obliterate GR1 with these thunders. My favorite strat is just usually just final thunder everything in my path.
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, cool. So Ninten finishing up. Thresholder, getting that objective. Getting Kuraga.
Yeah, MegaSlim stopping to check properly for that massive form, realizing they're not gonna get it. So they'll have to use an alternative strategy to that for Grim Reaper 2.
Also, MegaSlim passing up on that Royal Summons because I think we're pretty dead set on Data Luxor.
Yeah.
Subjective.
Even to, like, your magic, I guess if you go into final Farago would be above the 4 for Marluxia, but still, you would have to do all of Windows, the boat fight, TRP, just to get there. When you're right here, GR2 can take a hot minute, and it's annoying, and I don't like it, but it's still a little faster to just come here and do this and play Luxor's minigames.
Right. 100%. Plus, we have aerial spiral and everything like that. We can just kind of loop him for a little bit.
We could. I imagine MegaSlim's gonna play the game for the sake of time, especially under the floor. That aerial spiral technique is. It takes a really hot minute.
100%, yeah. Alright, so we're into GR2. We're going into Beast Room on Ninten's side. Alright, now we're going in the last phase.
Ninten gonna continue pushing for that Proud Fang. I'll be happy to find that actually on the boss. MegaSlim gonna use the final Thunder technique. Kind of just stun him A Thunder and Final will hit a couple times. Use a Blizzard to... Oh. He got out for a second and he started doing GR2 things. No! Oh, this is... Oh, no. No, MegaSlim.
Yeah. Honestly, I think he was probably just taking the death.
Why would you at that point, though?
I don't know. It just looked like he walked straight into it.
Same?
So...
I'm trying to think of...
I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's possible. It's just my brain's... Yeah. You know, it's like 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock?
For me, sorry. It's probably midnight for you.
It's midnight for me.
Yeah.
Alright, Ninten finishing up Beast Castle 1, going into Pride Lands. Probably going to see a similar tactic, just going straight towards Simba. Yeah. Getting that objective. Alright. And then after this...
Okay, gonna try him with the Blizzard. Stop him. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Should be good from here.
Going to a Duck Flare. Nice Master Form.
Yeah. Thanks, GR2. There's, oh yeah, the Royal Summons is still there because it wasn't picked up. I was gonna say there's still stuff here, but that's why. Yeah. I mean, there could be a magic. Okay, no.
No.
And we know Data Luxor will have nothing because there is a completion mark on them. Once that is completed, MegaSlim will have access to final fights. That'll be their 12th out of their 15 objectives.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Ninten does after this, because also that Proud Fang was the only thing in Pride Lands. But yeah, because after this push from Slim, he went into Agrabah to see if we could get a faster objective and everything like that. Curious if Ninten will follow suit.
It's possible. Yeah, he is.
Oh, there
so
he
he'll
is.
get this, and then he's already at GR2. So he's not too far behind in that sense. MegaSlim pause buffering these games. I don't see how you couldn't without some guaranteed RNG manip, kind of like they do in the data any percent, whatever it's called, data org percent. This is... it's like the devs designed it saying, hey, you need to learn how to cheat to beat this.
Yeah, do you know the rules?
Yeah, I'm gonna just break them.
In the words of ABBA, what's the name of the game?
Very good use of that magnet to force the RV to get this minigame to play again.
Absolutely, yeah, magnets and I believe thunders also can trigger this as well.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. I might start using the bottom exos going forward. I've always used the third ones for some reason. But yeah, bottoms is a little easier. Slows down a little bit more. Going to limit R's through the last bit of this. Hopefully get a... yeah, DM skip, like, this doesn't cost a lot of time because it still takes a lot of time just to get his health down with the data, along with being under the floor. So yeah, this is good. Ooh. Ninten taking the death. Probably... I wasn't looking. Likely maybe got out of... Oh, okay. Alright, there's MegaSlim's 12th objective.
Alright, so we'll be seeing MegaSlim going into final fights. Yeah. Ninten gonna be finishing off the kids. That'll be his 11th objective.
Yeah, likely gun for Data Luxord. Yep, he marked off Data Zigbar. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'll go this way.
Alrighty. So we're going to see our GR2 on Ninten's side.
Ninten taking a death. Likely did not have something he wanted menued magic-wise for GR2. Automaster. Interesting.
Ooh, okay. I like this.
You have second chance once more, so you have a guaranteed way to go into it. It's going to be a little spooky because your party members are likely going to get hit by the... GR2 has a lot of AoE attacks. And your party members in this game tend to not be alive very long.
Alright, moving into phase 2 as MegaSlim goes towards the core. Now there is quite a bit of load list difference between our runners.
Yeah, it's a full minute. Likely STT not having limit for these struggle matches. Like that sets are just not cooperating. Okay. Donald is down, but probably going to throw a potion to revive him to go into Automaster. Oh, well done.
Wow. Nice job by Ninten.
Looking at MegaSlim's final stats. About 6 points above the floor for strength and very much above the floor for magic. It's a very comfy explosion to close out AX1. We'll likely be doing the same for AX2.
Absolutely. Also, Ninten finishing up GR2. Gonna be heading into Data Luxord here in a second. Heading into the last phase of Dragon Zemnis, or Armored Zemnis, 2. And then Ninten heading into Data Luxord.
It's technically Dragon Zemnis 2 as well, I'd say. It's, you know, it's both of them.
Yeah. It's just the twofer.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. We got Data Rabbit over on Ninten's side.
I can't even, like, Eeyore, I can imagine what he sounds like. Rabbit, I have no idea what he sounds like.
It actually changes based on voice actor. Like the rabbit voice that I remember from
rabbit interpretation.
Yeah, like even from the rabbit voice in this movie or in this game to KH3 is vastly different.
Oh, I didn't listen to anything anyone said in 100 Acre and KH3. I knew better by this point.
Like the only voice line I remember from KH3 was like, "I hope you pick the ones that I won."
Oh, here we go, MegaSlim.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Also,
nice
GG's MegaSlim.
Yeah, GG's MegaSlim.
Yeah. All right. So we got about a minute on loadless for Ninten.
That was the first match of the winter quarters. Stay tuned. We're going to have more matches coming up for, not tonight, throughout tomorrow. Let me see if I can find those times for you real quick. Okay, I see here. Little Herdez versus Sun Zero will be happening tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And following a couple hours later, we'll have Dark versus Double A Dewey and 7 p.m. Eastern Time as well for that one. Let's see, I see nothing else on the list here for that. But yeah, that will be MegaSlim moving on up to the semifinals winners. Meanwhile, Ninten not out. He's just heading down to the redemption bracket to make his way possibly back up. But for now, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you all for being here, for sharing this this race with us.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful race. Excellent showing by both of our runners. Yeah, thank you all for joining us, and we will catch you tomorrow.